Whew, boy, what a day. Hey y'all, what's going on? Evening. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time today talking, wasting your time having conversation. I know you got some things you got to get to, me too. So I'm going to get to that soon. But before I go, I did want to share something with y'all about my thoughts today and how I was looking at something and trying to figure out if it was in fact the cause of a lot of the dissension and a lot of the petty things that happen between people. Cause I talk about this a lot. I really do, and I don't think there'll ever be a time where this will not exist, and that is just the nature of humans, and I'm realizing that, and that's a deep thought when you think about it, because we are built to be imperfect, yet we strive to be perfect, and we struggle. Well, I struggle anyway. A lot of y'all don't struggle, but and that's why I'm here, you know, to shed light on that thing. But what I wanted to talk to y'all today about is, and I'll state it like this: when you show indifference towards others, it will be shown to you. I just say it one more time, and then I'll get right into what I'm saying. When you show indifference towards others, it will be shown back to you. Now, a lot of people congregate and they have like minds and like interests. But every once in a while, someone will come in that group and will be foreign to everyone in that group. And they may come in by way of one of the group's members, and that person knows them pretty well. But when they bring them around this group, they're a stranger. And so they have to feel their way around and try to get comfortable and try to meet and greet and get to know people in the group. But because a lot of the things that I talk about are rooted in these ill behaviors, and because humans are drawn to their lower natures first, I would like to say that maybe in this case, the person comes to the group and is not quite accepted in the group right away. Okay? So the group shows indifference towards that new person coming in because they don't know them. I guess they haven't proven themselves. And so when they treat that person in such a manner, the first thing in their defense mechanism, that something within them that tells them to defend themselves or take a position, they draw back. When you show indifference towards others, it will be shown to you. Now, that person drawing back from the rest of the group is now making specific members in the group, some stronger than others, the weaker not being able to handle that and handle their emotions. There's some dissension created amongst the people. So what I'm saying to y'all is that a lot of you guys have a behavior, and I've seen this behavior, and I know for a fact that all of y'all motherfuckers, including people who haven't participated or shown this type of behavior towards others, have seen it. All of y'all have seen it. All of us have seen it. Let me put it like that. Indifference. Because see, all of us were in kindergarten. All of us were in school with other young adults who were immature and stupid. And so that is where the pack mentality, because really this indifference is lodged in a pack mentality sometimes. Because one person in the group may have some jealousies or rivalry with that particular person, and it results in, because this person is an alpha to you, the lower people in the group, because really all of you guys in the group are betas probably, but the alpha beta, because you're a beta if you're even participating in the ill behavior because you're not strong. But that's another video. But but my point I'm making is that these people try to fit in with that leader, whoever that person may be, however leader less that person is, if that's what I want to say. So they follow behind this person, and they literally copy and mirror the bad projections that this person is projecting towards that stranger. So now that stranger feels completely alienated, completely ostracized. And then the defense mechanisms kick in, like I was just telling y'all. So they go on the attack because they're being attacked. Now, if you really thought about it, anytime you find yourself in conflict with another person because of someone else, and that person told you to engage in the conflict, then you have to question yourself and question if you actually have intelligence, or if your IQ level falls below a certain standard. Because I'm talking about your emotional IQ. I'm not talking about ABC 1, 2, 3. I'm not talking about that. We'll get to that in a minute, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your emotional intelligence. Some of you guys are BR when we measure your emotional intelligence. Because your inability to empathize with another soul is the problem. You have no ability to reason with yourself that this other person is a human like you are, who's subjected to hurt feelings and any of the vicious things that could be thrown at them at any given time. Just like you can be subjected. So what do they wind up doing? They end up staying away from that group or leaving the group altogether. When the group, if the group, let me put it like this. If the group were willing to welcome this stranger and grabbed on to something better within themselves, and try to open up and show some warmth to another person and have good intent, then I don't see why that stranger coming into the group would not feel welcome and would not reciprocate the good energy that's being projected at them. And a lot of y'all are petty and jealous. And so a lot of these things that y'all do are in the name of that low level feeling that you have deep within inside of you. Within you, I'm sorry. I told y'all it's getting late. I'm trying to wrap this up. I'm gonna wrap this up quickly. It's not gonna be too much longer, because this point is really a slam dunk. Any one of you out there who don't completely grab this point are probably BR. Emotionally BR. Now, those who know me know what I mean by BR. See, strong people can think for themselves. And strong people, real strong people, and who have strong character is what I really mean. Do not prey on the weak. If you find yourself preying on people who are weaker than you, then you are a piece of shit. Do you get it? You prey on people who are weaker than you, then you are actually weaker than anyone. Because deep within you, you're weak. You're a little mouse. You're a mouse. So, anyway, the people in the group may individually empathize in their own hearts for the person. But see, I think you're just as culpable if you are too weak to take a position for yourself, because it's not about taking that person's position. When you don't know how to be nice to someone who hasn't harmed you or who hasn't shown you any bad intentions in any form, what would possess you to treat them in such a way? And I want y'all to think about that. It's pretty late out. The sun is starting to go down. And I want y'all to think about that, because too many times in my life, I'm talking about from childhood up until present day in my life as a grown adult, I encounter other adults who harbor the behaviors of 5 to 10-year-old children. Because you know why? You were once that 10-year-old.